My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Drk-Drsya Viveka. First, let us offer our pranams to Sri Adi Shankara. Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. In the last session of Drk-Drsya Viveka, we understood the power of Maya, two powers of Maya, Avarana and Vikshepa, forgetfulness and projection. So today we are continuing how to come out of Maya. So for that, Sri Shankaracharya gives Nididhyasa or meditation practice which will help us. So today's topic is Samadhi. So the Samadhi is a very romantic topic in spirituality. Samadhi is a topic which is very often confused. Lot of mysticism is there around Samadhi. So let us understand the topic of Samadhi based on Drk-Drsya Viveka. So Drk-Drsya Viveka, for a reminder for all of us, there are three seers. When I see a flower, my eyes are seer. When I see my eyes, my mind becomes seer. And when the mind is, what is the thoughts which are going on in the mind, the sakshi, the witness becomes the seer. So there are three levels of seers, out of which seer 1, which is senses, and seer 2 is the mind. They are relative. The real seer is the Atma, the Sakshi, the witness, which is the third level. So the entire spiritual journey is to realize that I am the Sakshi, I am the witness. So now, today we are taking up the topic of what we call as Samadhi. Samadhi is super consciousness. So what is Samadhi? Let us understand. We have a conscious mind, which is about 10% of our total mind. We have a subconscious mind, which is 90%. The subconscious mind is a storehouse of all our beliefs, emotions, habit patterns, values, protection, long-term memory, imagination, intuition. It's quite powerful. Compared to conscious mind, subconscious mind is at least 100,000 times, 1 lakh times more fast responding and quick. Conscious mind is responsible for our day-to-day functioning. So now, what is this conscious mind and subconscious mind have to do with respect to meditation or Nididhyasa? At the conscious level, if you understand whatever we do, when you are interacting the world, we need a conscious mind. So the conscious mind is there where ego operates. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a husband, I'm wife. This is my identity. I have to protect my identity. All those things is a conscious mind. So now, what we learn at conscious level goes into subconscious, deep inside. Conscious mind is the boss, no doubt. It's the gatekeeper. It is slow compared to subconscious mind, but conscious mind is the boss. It will allow whatever consciously it has to go inside. Okay. But challenge for our life is, before we become fully, our intelligence develops fully, discriminative intelligence develops, maybe at the age of 10, 11 or 12. Lot of information goes into our subconscious mind, which forms the foundation for our value systems, beliefs, emotions. It's like by the age of 8 or 10, lot of our subconscious mind is already programs have developed. So the entire spiritual journey is to align our conscious and subconscious mind so that we become an integrated personality. That's our journey. Conscious, subconscious, and superconscious. They have to align. If there's a mismatch, we are not feeling comfortable. So this is the journey. So the Vedanta tells us a practice called Nididhyasa, which will align the conscious and subconscious mind. Trying to align the conscious and subconscious mind. Now, what is this practice? If you remember, if you know, any of our activity, any of the learning we do is a conscious learning first. Suppose I want to learn car driving. I'm very conscious. I should not hit something. I should be very careful. Okay, accelerator is here. Brake is here. So I'll be very, very cautious. This, when that comes into picture, the conscious mind is coming. Ego is coming into picture, because ego is there to protect us. Ego is helping us to protect us. It's very careful what to do, what not to do. The information for the ego is given by the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is like a bank, memory bank, or a computer. Conscious mind is the driver. So now, once I start learning the driving, after some time, subconscious mind will learn it. Now, you don't need to worry consciously at all. Conscious mind is free. Ego is free now. Ego can do something else. Subconscious mind will drive the vehicle. You may be thinking of something, you may be looking here and there, but subconscious mind knows exactly what to drive, how to drive. It's already learned. It's your autopilot. So in that sense, subconscious mind is a very, very, very big friend. Conscious mind is what will drive our life in our waking state with the ego. The challenge comes to us when we have a wrong habit patterns or wrong beliefs you have got into subconscious mind. Because that's driving our life in and out. We are on an autopilot with the subconscious mind, practically. The thought processes, beliefs, habit patterns, they emerge from the subconscious mind. Because it's like a memory. You can think of it like a computer. So now, the challenge is align the conscious mind and subconscious mind so that we become an integrated person when we go to teaching of Vedanta. That's why Vedantic teachings typically says subconscious mind you can purify through karma yoga, service, or upasana. Conscious mind, you go for jnana. Ultimately, jnana has to be conscious. So, in general, our journey of life is conscious learning, then it goes to subconscious learning. Subconscious learning comes, our journey is done. Then I don't need to further, for car driving, I have to go to driving school, right? Pay some few thousand rupees and go to driving school. Once subconscious mind learns it, I don't have to go to driving school. Done. Correct? No? Learning is over. After that, you don't need to learn. Then again, will you go to driving school? No. Similarly, if the conscious mind is able to send the message that I am Brahman to subconscious mind, done. That's called Nididhyasa. But what is storing subconscious mind now? I'm the body, I'm the husband, I'm the wife, I'm the family, I'm so and so. This is mine, me, mine. All records are stored very deeply. This is how life is. This is how to behave. This is how to get angry. This I should not get angry. This I should. All those things are stored already there. So now the new person comes, Guru comes and says, "You're not a body. You're not a mind. You're not a mind. You are actually Atma. You are Brahman." The conscious mind will understand a little bit, but subconscious mind say, "What? Yes, I'm same old woman. I'm same man. I'm same suffering. Okay, I'm same habit patterns." So there's a misalignment between the conscious mind and subconscious mind. So this alignment can happen through a practice called Samadhi. Okay, Samadhi is a practice which aligns the conscious mind and subconscious mind. It's called head and heart alignment. Now, when head and heart are aligned and the mind is silent, then it's called superconscious mind. It's not, don't think that superconscious mind is something else. Mind is silent, head and heart are aligned, then you have entered into a superconscious domain. So we start thinking superconscious another domain. No. Conscious mind, subconscious mind get aligned, mind becomes silent. So then that silence is like a deep sleep-like state in the waking condition. It's called superconscious mind. So Vedanta says, Vedanta teaches us that by practicing Samadhi, you can align the subconscious mind. Now you come back and say, how is possible? Shravana matrena, listening alone is liberation. Now you say nididhyasa is required. Why should I practice nididhyasa? Shravana, manana, nididhyasa is the process. Nididhyasa is samadhi. Why should I do samadhi? Why should I do nididhyasa? Why not just Shravana matra? Because only Vedanta told, no, listening is jnana. What is the answer? Listening is always in now, present moment. Subconscious mind is always in the past. It's a record. Okay. And subconscious mind is quite developed for you to handle your all body functions. Your heartbeat, whole body function, everything is controlled by subconscious mind. It's very quite a sophisticated computer. So many people say, I have understood everything with jnana, but still I'm not feeling realized, because there is internal resistance. Whatever old habit patterns are there, old whatever is identities, they're still there, hidden in the subconscious mind. So that's coming in opposing, because that's quite powerful. Compared to conscious mind, it's much more powerful. Imagine how much memory you have to store, and you have to access all those memories. What happened in when 10 years back, immediately remember. So much of memories, the data bank is there. That computer will access that subconscious mind. So now, nididhyasa is a practice of aligning this through a samadhi. So the question comes, what is the role of nididhyasa? So what is the role of Shravana? Vedanta teaching is the intellectual clarity is realization. That's all. Shravana matrena. Okay. So basically, if I say, bring a book, immediately you'll understand this is a book and you'll bring. What I talked, you understood consciously and you do something about it. The conscious understanding of the book is what we did. Similarly, very clear conscious understanding I am Brahman is the realization as per the Vedanta. Shravana matrena. That's why liberation is Shravana matrena. But subconscious impressions, which are built around self, ego, I have to do this, I have to survive like this. So they're already there. But that Vedanta prescribes before they give jnana, go through a karma yoga process or upasana process to get clear some aspect of subconscious impression before you get jnana. Because jnana is final. So now I didn't come to that. I came to jnana directly. Then what happened to my subconscious impression? Then you continue your service, continue your Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Please understand, there's a very wrong understanding in many of the spiritual circles that Nididhyasa or Samadhi gives enlightenment. Vedantic teaching is Samadhi does not give enlightenment. Samadhi helps you only to clear subconscious impressions. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa has to be repeated. Nididhyasa will help you to get Shravana much more clearly. Whatever you didn't understand, something becomes more clearer with this Nididhyasa process. Shravana, Nididhyasa circle. Nididhyasa will help you to subconscious impressions. Jnana has to come from conscious mind. Just like driving, first you have to learn consciously. So now that conscious understanding has to go to subconscious. Then when it goes to subconscious, it becomes nirvikalpa. So samadhi is two types, savikalpa and nirvikalpa samadhi. Everything we learn consciously first, then it goes to subconscious. Car driving. Similarly, Atma also learn consciously, get clarity. Then it goes to subconscious. So when the conscious level, when you are learning Atma Jnana, I am Brahman, I am Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. The ego is involved. Conscious learning, ego is involved. Otherwise, conscious learning cannot happen. Right? Ego is the identity. That only learns. Whether driving, cooking, anything is learned consciously. Then it has to go to subconscious. So when it goes to subconscious, it's called nirvikalpa. There's no ego required. For example, I'll ask you now one question. Okay, just let us say, remember, the last time you went to a picnic. Okay. Last time we went for a picnic. Just remember the date. Remember the event. Correct? So now, last time we went for a picnic, ego can ask a question. When did I go last time? The conscious mind can ask. But subconscious mind will give answer. Now, for searching for the answer, ego is not required. It's a computer search. Are you getting what I'm saying? Searching, your ego, conscious mind cannot search. What is the data there? Conscious mind give only query. The rest of things has to be done by subconscious mind. Now, when it does subconscious mind, then you don't, conscious mind, the ego is not required there. Ego won't help. Ego is in fact hindrance. I want to remember, it won't happen because the conscious mind is interfering. Subconscious mind will have to do job and get it data. So in that case, ego is not required when subconscious mind is working. Learning conscious mind is required, but executing subconscious mind. Learning conscious mind is required, executing subconscious mind is required. When you execute, then no ego is required. Ego can happily look somewhere else and drive. Is this clear? So that's where when it goes, the activity gets done at the conscious mind and ego come together. Because conscious mind is for interacting with the world. The one who interacts is the identity, ego. Right? But for your memory, for your heartbeat maintenance, the ego is not required. Ego won't help. It's continuously running. Understand your role. So ego is required for conscious mind, decisions and actions. Whereas a lot of functions of the body and mind, memory, it is done without conscious mind intervention. So in Vedanta, in Vedantic terms, I want to say nirvikalpa. So when I say nirvikalpa, here you have to understand nirvikalpa in terms of subject-object duality is not there in that when that is happening. When you say I am driving, I am the subject and road is there, car is there, subject-object duality is there. Okay. So when you say what happened when a picnic happened, the data has to be accessed, then there's no subject already. There's nobody who is going to search that. Search happens. Is the distinction clear? So when I say nirvikalpa, you have to understand it as a subject-object duality. It's not there. So in nirvikalpa, there's a thought process is there. In the conscious mind, our thought process is gross thought process. Perceptions, gross. In the subconscious level, it's sukshma, subtle. Right? What is happening in subconscious mind, you can't understand, no? It's very subtle. So what happened on that day? Immediately memory, something will come out. Then it will come to conscious mind. Then it will become gross thought. But before that, it was very subtle thought. That subtle thought is called sukshma vritti. In that sukshma vritti, finally, aham brahmasmi, I am Brahman, has to be accepted very clearly. Now what is there in the subtle thought? I am no. What is there? I am women, I am man, I am husband, I have to survive like this. This is what I want. That is there. Finally, I am Brahman. Thought has to go deep inside the subconscious. So then it becomes automatic. Then you walk, talk, do anything, you are Brahman. Like you walk, talk, when you are driving, your conscious mind ego can think anything. But deep inside, you know you are Brahman. So just like I have identity that I am husband or a man or a woman, because now it has gone to subconscious. Now you don't need conscious control. Even when you're walking on the street, you are a woman. You don't have to think I am a woman. To think I am a woman is ego is required. Right? Then subject-object duality will come. But I am a woman anyway. I am a man anyway. Why? My subconscious mind is completely understood. Okay. So now a Gnani will live an enlightened life. Whatever it does, walking, talking, drinking, his subconscious mind, I am Brahman. He doesn't remember. Right? So now how long practice is required? Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa has to be continued until Aham Brahmasmi. No, only Nididhyasa I will do. No, because Jnana comes from conscious mind. So Nididhyasa will help you to do better clarity in Jnana. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa has to be continued because finally Jnana is conscious mind. The internalizing is subconscious mind. Internalizing. Is that distinction clear? Internalization has to happen. You have to accept completely, I am Brahman. Then Nidhyasa is not required. Gnani doesn't have to do Nidhyasa. It's the end point. He has become now Jivanmukta. Means consciously and subconsciously, he lives an identity of a Jivanmukta. Are we clear now? Any questions? So is this clear? Analogy of the car and learning. Any learning has to be conscious. Okay. Any internalization has to be subconscious. Cooking. I do cooking like this. So much salt, so much of pepper, so much of mirchi. Conscious. After some time, subconscious. Same way, Atma also conscious and subconscious. Then both have to get integrated. I am Brahman. Are we clear what I'm saying? This is exactly like learning a driving. It's nothing more. It's exactly like learning a cooking. Now this practice is called Samadhi. So what is Samadhi? As per Drk-Drsya Viveka, I'll try to explain. So before that, I'll give you some definition of Samadhi by Sri Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi is a great sage. We will learn what is Samadhi from Ramana Maharshi before we get to Drk-Drsya Viveka. So Samadhi is a practice where you meditate and stay with the understanding Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. Please understand, Vedanta, there are many people that Samadhi means a thoughtless state. Vedantic Samadhi is not thoughtless state. Okay. Yogic Samadhi, they are trying to do thoughtless state. Vedantic Samadhi, no thoughtless state. Vedantic Samadhi, you are from many thoughts, you are going to one thought. So many thoughts are there. Then I am the Sakshi thought. Then I am Sakshi is Brahman, the thought. One thought you are holding. Okay. So, and that holding of that thought will go deep into the subconscious. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Our mind is full of thoughts, hundreds of thoughts. Okay. So then hold one right thought. Right thought is I am Sakshi. Then the thoughts, other thoughts will reduce, because if I am Sakshi, the other thoughts will not come up. The thought change will not happen. Then say I am Brahman. So this process is called Nidhyasa. This process is from many thoughts to one thought to silence. Now, even one thought to silence, Vedanta says a thoughtless state is impossible. Either thoughts can be gross thoughts or subtle thoughts, Sthula or Sukshma. So Vedanta teaching is a zero thought state is impossible. In the subtle thought, I am Brahman has to be there, subconscious. So that is called Jivan Mukti in Vedantic traditions. That's called Nirvikalpa Jnana. But yogic processes, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, we stop the thoughts. That will help to section. But enlightenment is finally I am Brahman, has to be clarity, has to be conviction has to come. Very different. Okay. People who study yogic and Vedantic philosophy, they get confused. What is right? So Samadhi, according to Ramana Maharshi, holding on to reality. What is reality? Satyam. Correct? Holding on to reality called Satyam. Now what are we holding on to? We are holding on to Asatyam. Mithya. What is Mithya? Continuously changing. Right? Body is changing, mind is changing, world is changing. Okay? Relationships are changing. So when you are trying to hold on to something which changes, it will hurt you. Our mind is not ready to accept this changing. Nothing is stable that we are not ready to accept. So when you are holding on to something which is not which is unchanging, then you'll get hurt, obviously. And that hurt causes a lot of pain in our system. So try to hold on to Satyam, truth. Who has to hold on? The ego, the mind. Conscious mind only. Nobody else is there to hold on. Right? Right now the ego or conscious mind says, I am a man. So then I'll say, I have to work. I have to earn money. Now hold on to I am Brahman in the conscious mind first. Clarity. Right? So that clarity has to go deeper. Now conscious mind will resist. It will not agree. How can I be a Brahman? I am so and so. I am a man. I am a businessman. So the previous records will come out. So that's where Manana will help. How to remove the doubts. So when listening happens, Jnana happens. Please understand, Vedanta says Shravana Matra and Jnana can only come through listening. Nididhyasa doesn't give Jnana. Nididhyasa only cleaning process. Right? So Samadhi is a cleaning process, so that a Jnana can set more clearly. Suppose you want to cook something in the vessel. First you have to clean the vessel, then cook. Similar, Nididhyasa process, Nididhyasa or Karma Yoga or all this process helping to clean up. Chitta Shuddhi. Jnana will can set in. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. That's why in Panchadashi, Swami Vidyanavas asked one question. Suppose I have practiced Nididhyasa for many years. Okay, I have not realized. What should I do? So Vidyanavas says, Shravana you have to continue. Because Shravana gives the Jnana. Nididhyasa only supportive for you to get Jnana. Right? Many people think that Samadhi is the main thing. Samadhi is supportive to Shravana, listening. More the Samadhi becomes clearer, more Shravana will happen very clearly. Sharp will happen. Understanding will happen deeper. So, a wrong understanding in many spiritual practices, Samadhi will give enlightenment. No, Jnana will give you enlightenment. Because any Jnana has to be conscious. Okay? Then another understanding is there, misunderstanding is there, that Samadhi is another state. Samadhi is not another state. Samadhi is the conscious state. From conscious state, you are going to superconscious state. What is the meaning of superconscious state is, your conscious mind becomes calm. Conscious mind becomes very silent. Okay? So, the silent state of conscious mind, where you're fully awake, fully aware, fully alert, consciously. Your mind is, very few thoughts are there. Okay? So, you are now fully awake, fully aware. That's why he's called awakened one. He's not sleeping one. He's not going to have a trance state. Many people think that trance is Samadhi. No. Fully aware and awakened state is Samadhi. That's called superconscious state. Mind is silent. Mind has become peaceful. Okay? So there's no thoughts. The mind is not getting bombarded by many thoughts. Why? Thoughts are coming because we have an identity. Subconscious mind says, oh, you are a man. Why are you sitting? Oh, you are a woman. Go and do cooking. So now I am becoming more and more acceptance there. I am Brahman. If I am Brahman, I don't have to do anything. Mind becomes silent. So Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya has to be very clearly understood. Conscious mind and its subconscious mind has to accept it. No, there's no three. The conscious mind, subconscious mind become one. Then the mind becomes silent. Superconscious. It's not, superconscious is not another mind. Aligned. There's no other three. Everything becomes silent. Trance is a state of you can say, somebody will go into see some visions. It's like more like a dream state. More like a dream state. Okay. Samadhi in Vedanta is included in the waking state condition. It's not a third state. It's not a new state. Samadhi is not a state. Samadhi is a waking state. A Jnana has to happen in a waking state. Samadhi practice is called Jagrata Sushupti. In waking state, make your mind silent. So that your listening will become sharper, clearer. Understand? Now when we are listening, we are not listening. When we are sitting in front of the Guru, we are not listening. We are already judging. We are already commenting. The more you practice Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa will become more and more mind will become silent. Shravana will become sharper. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa is not three-step process. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa happens simultaneously when you are listening to Guru. But you need to do some individual practice to make sure that the receptivity becomes more. The receptivity is Nididhyasa. You can do it while walking, sitting. Nididhyasa can be done in a sitting posture as a meditation, which is helpful, very helpful, because then there's no disturbance. But Nididhyasa also can be done by doing working also. Who am I? This is clear? So Ramana Maharshi says, holding on to reality all the time. Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. Brahma and all reality. Who am I? That's holding. Realize. Jagat, world is unreal. If you say world is not real, world is real, then you are stuck because you can't hold on to I. Mind is always, the nature of mind is that I want to hold on to what is real. Okay? So mind is your friend. Mind wants to hold on to real. If world is real for you, you'll never be able to go inside. See, ultimately, mind wants happiness. Mind says seeks happiness. And mind seeks what is real. If you have still illusion that world is real, very difficult for the mind to move to something else. See, it's like a child, no? Hey, come here, I'll give you a chocolate. The child says, no, I have bigger chocolate. Why you want that small chocolate? So only when the child understands that the chocolate in your hand is small and my chocolate is big, they'll come. Similarly, Brahman is more reality, is reality. World is unreal. You have to understand very clearly. How does it happen? Through Viveka and Vairagya. There's nothing else. Vedanta Vichara. Clarity, conscious clarity. Okay. Conscious clarity, gradually subconscious interrelation. Interrelation is called interrelation. Okay. So if you still think the world is real, relationships are real, friends are real, you're stuck outside. So then comes the Savikalpa Samadhi. Savikalpa Samadhi is holding on to reality with effort. Savikalpa Samadhi is general definition, holding on to reality. Now, while holding on to reality, there's effort involved. Ego is involved. Effort means ego. Where there's no ego, there's no effort. Understand? Where there's no ego, there's no effort. When you are driving your car, there's no ego. Ego will come when you interact. Yeah, ego is the doer. I'm doing. The doership comes into picture. Enjoyership comes into picture. So when you are driving the car, driving is happening now. You're not doing now. It's automatically happening. Ego doesn't come and claim, I'm doing this. So that is called Savikalpa Samadhi. Vikalpa means there's an interruption. Effort is there. I'll give you an example of car driving. So you are driving the car. Okay. Initially, when you learn, oh, where is the brake? Very conscious. Where is the pedal? Where is the accelerator? Where is the horn? Very conscious. The ego is coming into picture. So that time giving us an example for Savikalpa Samadhi for you to understand. So I am Brahman. Okay, you're holding out your thought. Now no, there's no wrong order. Your meditation, no? I am Brahman. There are 1,000 thoughts. I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to go here, I have to do this, I have to do that. There are 1,000 thoughts. So now you are driving your vehicle called body and mind. What is the vehicle? I am Brahman. Right? 1 minute thought remains. Next moment thought comes. How can you be Brahman? Come on, yaar. What? Tell me, be frank, be realistic. Be realistic. Okay? No, Brahman will give peace. Where is peace? I want to find peace first. Okay? Like that. So, like that, ego and thought process will interfere in your holding on to thought. Because it's like learning driving. You are not learned how you are Brahman. You are not learned car driving. Is the analogy clear? Still, you will fall back. More like learning cycling. You'll go put pedal one step, you'll fall. Pedal one step, unfall. That's called Savikalpa. In Savikalpa, you need a support because you have not learned the driving, right? A driving fellow is to sit near. In Savikalpa, we need a support, a mantra, breathing practice, a japa or chanting, upasana. Some support is required in Savikalpa because you'll fall back. When you learn cycling, you remember how did you learn? Somebody has to hold. A support is required. When you learn swimming, do you know how we do? You put a tire around you. The tire is required. After learning swimming, you don't need tire. Similarly, you need a mantra or japa or breath or a Vedantic quotation, Aham Brahmasmi. Something is required to hold on in Savikalpa. When it comes to Nirvikalpa, already nothing is required. Your learning period is over. Now you've got a driving license. Very clear? So Savikalpa Samadhi means holding on to reality with effort. Some effort is required. Support. Kevala Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Kevala when we use in Vedanta, which means temporary. It's not permanent. Temporarily we can enter into Samadhi. Okay. Now, Nirvikalpa means, what is Nirvikalpa? You may have a question. Nirvikalpa means a thoughtless state. Just like deep sleep, but there's still thoughts there, subtle thoughts are there. Deep sleep state is close to Nirvikalpa for you. No, I'm saying thoughtless like state is. Thoughtless like state where subtle thoughts are there, I said. For us, deep sleep, we are thinking it's thoughtless state. But the subtle thoughts are there. Thoughts in dormant condition are there. So Nirvikalpa Samadhi, if you want to understand, it is closer to a sleep-like state. But fully aware and fully asleep. It's like Jagrata Sushupti, waking, sleep. Very relaxed and waking condition. Alert, awake. Are you clear? So Nirvikalpa Samadhi you can enter for a shorter duration called Kevala Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So now, what has happened here? In the Kevala Nirvikalpa, what is Kevala? Kevala means temporary. Why it's temporary? You are merged into reality. Reality is silence. Sat. Okay. But still, Adnana has not gone. Unaware. Adnana will go only when the Shravana has happened properly. Viveka Vairagya is developed fully. Then only Adnana will go. Just because I am able to make my mind silent, it won't work. So Ramana Maharshi gives an example. Okay. Says this is like even if you practice Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Keval Nirvikalpa Samadhi, 1,000 years, million years, your Adnana will not go. Because Adnana has to go in the Viveka and Vairagya, Shravana. Consciously, what learning has to happen. No, I will enter into Samadhi and I will do the learning. It will not happen. People think that Samadhi will give Jnana. No, Jnana will give Samadhi, other way. So Jnana will have to lead to Dhyana. People think that I will do Dhyana and get Jnana. It won't work. That's why Ramana Maharshi says, even if you do Samadhi practice, Nirvikalpa, Keval Nirvikalpa Samadhi for a million years, you will not get Jnana. Who am I? Inquiry has to be done. Atma Vichara has to be done. Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa, Shravana, Manana has to happen. The clarity has to happen. Conscious learning has to happen. Subconscious learning will not, subconscious will only clear it. Are you understanding process? Clear? So merging in reality, but remaining unaware of world. So you have entered a Samadhi, mind has become silent, you have forgotten the world. Okay. It's a temporary state. Adnana has not gone. That's why you'll come back again. Even after long practice, ignorance is not removed. Adnana has not gone. What is Adnana? Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya has not happened clearly. Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya, you don't get a clarity. Even if you practice Samadhi for Samadhi, whatever is that, for a long time, Keval Nirvikalpa. Then sleep is also like a Samadhi only. Sleep is also Nirvikalpa Samadhi only. When I say Nirvikalpa, please understand, ego is not there. Savikalpa means ego is there. Understand? In sleep, there is no ego. But sleep state is you are merged into reality, Sat, Brahman. Ignorance is there. Okay? You are not aware of the world also. So Keval Nirvikalpa, also same state like a deep sleep. Adnana has not gone fully. Is this clear? So sleep is also like that. That doesn't mean the Keval Nirvikalpa is not useful. It will help to some extent to control and master your mind. Sahaja Samadhi or natural state is what you have to aim for. That's called enlightenment, liberation. Not the other states. Natural state is remaining in primal, pure, natural state without effort. There's no effort involved. The moment effort involved, ego is coming to picture. No, I am Brahman. I have to remember once in a while. God, not. Right? I am Brahman is as natural as I am a man, I am a woman, I am an engineer, I am a father. So then what has happened is deeply internalized in your subconscious mind. No. I am Brahman. I have to remember once 10 times a day I am Brahman. That means still you are in the Savikalpa. Is it clear? So remaining in primal, pure, natural state without effort is called Sahaja Samadhi. Then the Gnani in Sahaja Samadhi can involve any activity in the world. Okay, he can do dance, sing, drive, watch a movie, anything he can do. Primal state is not disturbed. It's like saying, after learning driving, okay, I can drive anywhere now. Traffic jam, it doesn't matter. My ego I can use it for any purpose. So Gnani will use the ego for any of the worldly activity. But he doesn't need an ego for I am Brahman. Is the distinction clear? So Gnani will use the ego for the purpose of Loka Kalyana, Loka Sangraha. Already he has got a driving license. I am Brahmasmi. He doesn't need a Nididhyasa practice. After getting driving license, you don't need a driving school lesson now. Nididhyasa is over at that point. Now he can just aram se drive. That's why one day Ramana Maharshi was sitting in ashram. Ramana Maharshi was sitting in his current ashram. So then somebody comes and says, what happened to you? You are talking to people, you are doing gardening, you are going cooking. I thought you are doing it. Nani, you are sitting in Samadhi somewhere. I have seen you sitting in Samadhi. Sitting in Samadhi is Nididhyasa. Now Ramana Maharshi has become what you call Brahmanishta. Brahmanishta doesn't require any practice. It's like after PhD also I need to study some textbook. It doesn't work that way. But he may do it. That's a different thing. He may do it It's a different thing. But practice part is over. Is it clear? So distinction of Samadhi, what Ramana Maharshi has told is clear. So Ramana Maharshi also says, what happens to the mind in Samadhi? We have to be very clear about mind. Mind means ego. Chidavasa plus buddhi and manas. So the is called ego. In Kevala Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Kevala temporary Nirvikalpa Samadhi, some momentarily you have a gap in, right? Mind or ignorance is alive. Ignorance has not gone. Mind and ignorance means same thing. Adnana has not gone. It but merged into light of awareness. Means it's become, mind has become silent. It's like a bucket dipped in well. Bucket dipped in well. See, he is trying to get Atmadana. That's why he's merged in light, he says. In deep sleep, we'll go into merge into darkness only. So now he has thinking, oh, Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya, all that way he has entered into some Samadhi temporarily. So it's like a bucket merged in water. You have put a bucket in a well, right? And you have a rope. So bucket is full of water. Water is in the bucket. Water is in the well also. But water in the bucket is separate. When you pull it out, it will come out. Right? So water in the bucket is in the well? Yes. But water in the bucket is still separate from the well. Why? The bucket is there. Similarly, bucket of Adnana is still there. So that's why he'll come up. Adnani, he'll come up as Adnani. Are you getting what I'm saying? Bucket represents the ego, Adnana, ignorance. Right? Still it's there. He has tried. He is trying to do it. That's why Savikalpa, Kevala Nirvikalpa. He has tried to, Kevala Savikalpa has tried and he has gone to Kevala Nirvikalpa. It's still Adnana is there. That's why it's like a bucket pushed into water. Vasana will come up again. Vasana is nothing but bucket. Because a bucket, water is still different. Okay. In a sleep state, mind is in ignorance, alive, and merged into Adnana, darkness. Why? In Samadhi, he is trying to do Dana. He is trying to get Dana. Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya, or something Dana is trying to get. That's why he is going to light. Full light has not come. Okay. He is merging into awareness. Whereas in sleep, Manolaya. Even in Keval Nirvikalpa, Manolaya has said, mind has merged with the what? Sat, existence. How it will be? It's like a deep sleep state, fully aware. That's all. Sleep is a state of darkness. Because you don't have, before getting into sleep, you don't have Jnana. Right? You didn't get Jnana, you didn't even think that Brahman, I'm entering into Brahman. So that's why please understand our waking, when we go to sleep, it's a very important state. You should always remember Atma Jnana, I am Brahman. Then you go into deep sleep. Then you will have a chance of entering into Nirvikalpa Samadhi, real Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Please don't take your sleeping state as unimportant. Sleeping state is very important. Before sleeping, whatever you take, then go into deep into consciousness, subconsciousness. So what are you sleeping with? All worries, tensions. So then it will multiply that in the subconscious. That's why they say we have a Shiva Parvada Stotra. So Shiva, I have done, these are things I am offering it to you when you go to sleep. So that you get out of that. Then go into sleep. Think of Shivoham and go to sleep. So then your consciousness is getting cleared and you are merging into with light. So question is, are you merging with light, with Jnana or Adnana? In deep sleep, you are merging with Adnana. Everybody does that. But deep sleep is like Nirvikalpa Samadhi only. Like Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But there's no Jnana. Right? So now impressions are there. Like a bucket in the well. It will come up again. So Sahaja Nirvikalpa Samadhi is a natural state. So here Manonasha has happened. Manonasha means mind is not destroyed. Ignorance is destroyed. No mind state. It's called no mind state. No ignorance state. No, I am the ego. I am the body, mind, intellect. Ego is purified now. Ignorance is not regained. It won't come back. It's burnt. It is like a river merging into ocean. Okay. Again, you cannot get back the river. Vasanas are destroyed. Now he can. It is like equivalent of saying, I learned driving. I got a driving license. I am expert. Now this Nani, Sahaja Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Nani can do anything. He can do cooking, he can do dancing, he can do anything, he can talk to people. It's like just like your car driving. Your body mind is the vehicle, car. So that's already run by your subconscious mind. Think your body mind as a car. The car is being run automatically. By what knowledge? I am Brahman. So then nothing happens to you. Then you think you are a driver. Expert driver will keep on thinking, oh, music and all everywhere. Like that, Gnani can do anything like this. But still his body mind complex vehicle is being driven automatically. With knowledge, I am Brahman. Is the analogy clear? So many people think that Nirvikalpa Samadhi will attain mukti. No. Shravana will give you mukti. Atma Vichara will give you mukti. Viveka Vairagya will give you mukti. Who am I will give you mukti. Nididhyasa, Jnana has to lead to Dhyana. Dhyana doesn't lead to Jnana. The other way. Dhyana helps in Jnana. Right? Dhyana is supportive. Karma Yoga is supportive. Jnana is primary. Clarity. But clarity, purity will be helped by Nididhyasa, Karma Yoga and other services. Is the distinction clear? Why purity is required? Purity is always subconscious. The clarity is the intellect level. And clarity, please don't think that, oh, I have to do something, something will flash. No. It is as clear knowledge as a physics or chemistry knowledge. It's not a super special knowledge. It's just like a knowledge of physics or chemistry. Only thing is our acceptance, interaction is challenging. Is it clear? See, interaction is, I'll tell you. Somebody comes and says, what a stupid fellow you are. Immediately you get angry. Because you are more able to relate to stupid fellow very easily. No, you are Brahman. How can I be Brahman? So interaction will not happen. You will reject it. Shivoham. How can I be Shiva? So interaction doesn't happen. No? Is it not true? Our lower self we accept more easily, no? Right? Interaction is my higher self. Nididhyasa means accepting my higher self. I am Brahman, accepting it. Who has to accept? Your lower self and higher self. Subconscious mind, conscious mind. Both have to accept. If you don't accept, that's a split. No, that's a tug of war. Conscious mind says something, subconscious mind says something. Understand? Is it clear? The driving analogy is clear? So, Sahaja Samadhi Gnani is his body mind is a vehicle, just vehicle. Automatically it's on pilot. I am Brahman pilot. Now, ego, whatever residual ego is there, you can do some cooking, eating, talking to people, dancing, playing with children. You can do anything. Ego has no role in Atma now. Over. Right? He has got a driving license. Body mind complex is vehicle. Is the analogy clear? Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So what? Now, Ramana Maharshi, somebody asked a question, Ramana Maharshi. Some people sit in Samadhi and they don't know, there's no body consciousness. Even if you put something needle there, they won't know. The heartbeat stops, breathing stops. There are people who get into that type of very hard Samadhi. Okay. So the concept of Samadhi means I'm not aware of the world. Fully aware, but not aware of the world. But there can be people who can get into a very hard Samadhi where breathing stops, heartbeat stops, all those things possible. Understand? Because Samadhi itself, various benefits, depending on their practice. So Ramana says, what is body consciousness? Body is there and consciousness is there. Both body and consciousness. Consciousness is Chidabhasa here. Body and consciousness, both are objects. Find out who am I? Real subject. Establishing that I, which is real I, is Samadhi. Don't worry about the body consciousness. Heartbeat stopping, breath stopping, don't worry about that. People think that breath stopping or heartbeat stopping is Samadhi. There's a side effect of Samadhi. The main thing is who am I? Real I, we have a changing I and unchanging I. Changing I is the body, mind, and intellect. Unchanging I is the Atma. So Samadhi means people think that they are focused on the body. Body consciousness is not there. Don't get into body consciousness. Object. What is the pure subject? The pure subject is there, whether body is there or not there. Body consciousness is there or not there. You are in coma, you are not. You are in coma or waking state or dream state is there. So it's not dependent on the body consciousness. The Sat, the truth, because Samadhi means holding on to truth, right? Is body consciousness truth? It will change, no? In the waking state, body comes. In the dream state, body is not there. Body is another body, is a deep sleep, another body is there. Body consciousness is real. Sat. What is Sat? Which is aware in all the states. Unchanging I, which is there in all the three states, is not Sat. Hold on to unchanging I. Don't worry about body consciousness. That's what Ramana Maharshi says. Okay. So then we think that Samadhi is some special state. Samadhi is not at all special state. So people think the waking state, dream state, deep state, I want to enter into Samadhi state. Samadhi state is a silent state of mind in the waking state. It's called Jagrata Sushupti. It's not another state. Samadhi is your natural state. In the waking state, Samadhi is there. Dream state, Samadhi is there. Deep sleep state, there's Samadhi means I, real I. Samadhi is not what you attain. Samadhi is what you are. What you are, real I, unchanging I is Samadhi. What you attain is temporary. No, I attain 10 minutes of Samadhi, 1 hour of Samadhi, I spent 3 days in Samadhi. So what? It's temporary. Right? Real Samadhi is I am the Atma in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, holding on to real I, not the false I. False I changes. Real I doesn't change. So what are you? Real I or false I? So you have to make a choice. The false I has no solution. Real I has no problem. In between false I and real I, you have to make a choice. The false I keep on changing. So whole of your life, you're wasting your life trying to solve the problem false I. Instead of holding on to Sat, real I. That's called Samadhi. Is it clear? So here, now you don't attain Turiya, you don't attain Samadhi. You recognize I am Samadhi, I am Turiya. I am always Turiya. I am the waking state, dream state, deep state, I am Turiya. So this way here, Jnana Samadhi is you are not attaining something. You are recognizing what you are. Many times people think that I want to attain get Samadhi, I want to get into Samadhi, I want to get into Samadhi, as if Samadhi will give you something. So getting into Samadhi, making your mind silent. It will help you to get Jnana, proper Jnana. As a kid goes to school, the teacher is teaching physics. His mind is somewhere. Whatever teaching doesn't go into his head. Physics teaching is going on. Physics is not going to his head because he's in the cricket. His mind is in the cricket. So similarly, when Guru is giving Jnana, Atma Jnana, the mind is completely not in Atma Jnana. It is going here and there. It's being running commentary. Nididhyasa practice will help you to make your mind silent to listen that carefully. Jnana will happen only in Shravana, nowhere else. So then you accept, I am Turiya. Instead of saying that I want Turiya, I want Samadhi, I am Turiya. My nature is Turiya. There is called Jnana Samadhi. So I want to enter in Samadhi called Yoga Samadhi. So there is a Panchadashi. Sri Vidyaranya has written a book called Panchadashi. So he says very, very clearly, Nirvikalpa Jnana is relation, not Nirvikalpa Samadhi is not relation. Nirvikalpa Samadhi will help you. Nididhyasa will help you. Nirvikalpa Jnana is to be there. Jnana will come from Viveka and Vairagya and Shravana Manana only. Shravana only. Manana is supportive. Nididhyasa is supportive. Shravana alone is the primary. He says very clearly, Nirvikalpa Samadhi doesn't provide realization. Equips for better Shravanam. Mind becomes more and more calm to listen carefully. Okay? Nirvikalpa Jnanam. So now let us see what are the states. 3 states of ignorant person: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. These are all common states. Everybody goes through. Nobody has to get a study anything about it. All animals will go through these 3 states. So whereas a yogi or a seeker, he says, I want to go beyond this state. Okay, I want to realize myself. So waking state, dream state, deep sleep state are common people state. I want to go to Atma. I will learn to meditate and I'll enter into Atma and I'll get Atma. So he is trying to find the Turiya, what is beyond waking. Turiya means beyond 3, beyond waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, through a practice called Samadhi. No, that is background is we understand with Jnana, but for people it's beyond. For common man's understanding, it's beyond. So he says, hey, common waking person, waking dream state, deep sleep state, people are going through. No, I want to go beyond. Right? So the beyond is called Turiya. So he enters into Turiya and come back. Turiya and come back. It helps. Nothing wrong in that. But for him, Turiya is to be attained. He has not realized Turiya is I am Turiya. Jnana has not come. Adnana has not gone. That's why it's called Kevala Nirvikalpa, Kevala Savikalpa Samadhi. Kevala, temporary. It feels blissful. Okay, but that's not the realization. That doesn't lead to realization. That's why Ramana Samarshi says you keep on trying for miracles. There was he used the example of a monk who meditated near a riverbed. A flood came. He was buried in the sand. After that, many days people removed him from sand. Still, he says, asking, where is my water? His no Nana is there. I am Brahman. Nana is not there. It's called Jada Samadhi. Jnana is not happening. Chetana Samadhi is required. Chetana Samadhi comes from Viveka and Vairagya and who am I inquiry? So now what happened in case of Gnani? So Gnani has realized in the waking state I am the Atma, in dream state I am the Atma, deep sleep state I am the Atma. Body and mind appear and disappear. I am the unchanging I, Atma in all the states. In Samadhi also I am the Atma. Not that Samadhi only I will get Atma. So then he is working and talking and interacting with people. People say, oh, he is Gnani, but he is a witness now, Sakshi. Right? From the people point of view, he is Sakshi. But what is Gnani's point of view? This is Gnani's point of view. The body is not there, mind is not there, anything is all Mithya. Only Atma is Satya. From Gnani's point of view. His body and mind is going through some, for the people, oh, Gnani is working, Gnani is talking, he is Sakshi, they say. But from Gnani's point of view, body is Mithya, waking is Mithya, dream is Mithya, deep sleep is Mithya. All unreal. Only Atma is Satya. That's the Gnani's point of view. Is the distinction clear? So, what is the state of Gnani? For understanding the state of Gnani, you have to go to a movie, action movie. Okay, movie on the movie screen, lot of movies will come, fighting, war, this thing, that, something will happen. But screen, nothing happens. Screen is just silent. So similarly, Gnani is silent. He is already, for him, everything is Atma. Movie is unreal. It goes on, the movie of the world, dance, song, war, people come, people go. For him, he is like a screen. The movie goes on. Movie is unreal for him. And movie doesn't affect him. Right? For Adnani, for ignorant person, I am going through waking state, I am going through dream state, I am going through deep sleep, I am going to Samadhi. So I am going and coming back. For Adnani, I am establishing Atma from working purposes. For Adnani, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states are Mithya. They are not really there. Only Brahman is there. So how is Gnani? We can only understand through a movie screen, which doesn't change. Movie keeps on changing the screen. Movie is unreal. So movie doesn't affect the screen. That's the state of Gnani. Is it clear? So now, let us understand what is Samadhi. There are very few people who give a real meaning of Samadhi. I have split Samadhi into two. Sama plus Di. Okay. Sama means equal or balanced. Di means intellect. Our Buddhi intellect has to be balanced. Okay. Is our intellect balanced now? Our intellect is completely imbalanced in Maya. Avarana, Vikshepa will distort our thinking of life. Right? Buddhi is completely imbalanced now. That is called samsara. Intellect is affected by ego. Ego will load the intellect. I am so and so, I am so and so. Your thinking will not be clear at all. Cluttered. So that's why ignorant intellect I am showing is blue color, and ego is I am showing a big ego. Egg. So this unbalanced state. Intellect is unbalanced. It doesn't know what is right and what is wrong. What is dharma and what is adharma. The clarity is not there. Atma is there for both ignorant and Gnani. So whereas in case of enlightened intellect, the mind is no mind. It means ego is gone. Adnana is gone. So Atma is shining. So enlightened intellect works under Atma, Sakshi. So he becomes Jivan Mukta. Is the difference clear? Now it's balanced. Why? Ego or Maya, it always creates a unreal as real. Mithya has become real. Now he is establishing Satya. It's a balanced state because it cannot change from there. So that's why Samadhi, you have to split it. Sama plus Di. Intellect has become balanced. Not affected by Maya. That's called Samadhi. That means I am holding on to truth. So we'll go to now. Now we are coming to Drk-Drsya Viveka, Sloka 23, 24, and 25. This is so far it's the introduction to Drk-Drsya Viveka. There are two kinds of Samadhi. Is to be Sloka 23. Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa are the two types of Samadhi. Two kinds of Samadhi to be practiced, known as Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa. Savikalpa Samadhi is again divided into two classes according to association with the cognizable object of scripture world. I said Savikalpa Samadhi means like learning driving. You have to learn driving. You need a support. Or learning cycling, you need a support. Somebody has told. Savikalpa Samadhi requires an object, either mantra or breathing or something. Support is required before you learn fully driving. That's scripture word. 23. So then, no, I'm saying both are required, both support are required. No, this is no, object, breath or body and Vedantic teaching, both are supports. Even Vedantic Vakya, Mahavakya is also a support. That's why it's an object. The objects are two types. Two class of objects. One is breath is object, body is object. You can have that. Or thought is object we can have. Then Aham Brahmasmi, Mahavakya also can be object. No. Together. All. In one Nityas. This entire thing was speaking of Nityas. So this is called Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa are two types of Samadhi. There is Drk-Drsya Viveka. Okay? The Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa are two types. Antar, inner, and Bahya, outer. Okay? Totally 6 types of Samadhi is there. Antar Drashyanvid, Antar Shabdanvid, Antar Nirvikalpa. Bahya Shabda, Bahya Drashyanvid, Bahya Shabdanvid, Bahya Nirvikalpa. So 6 types of Samadhi are there. Okay. So Savikalpa, the moment you say Savikalpa, something you have to hold on. Some object is required. Nirvikalpa means you don't have to. Okay. Nirvikalpa means no ego is there. There's nothing to hold on. You already learned. So he can see. Drashya means seen. Your thoughts, feelings, perceptions, body, and your Chidabhasa as the body and thoughts, feelings, emotions, all those things you can see as an object. So apply the logic of Drk-Drsya, seer and seen. So I am the seer, Sakshi. Like that you separate out. Seen and seer you separate out. In Savikalpa. Now we are taking object. What is the object? Body is the object, breath is object, sensation is object, feeling is object, any object, thought is object. So you need a support because you are not establishing Nirvikalpa at. Right? So there is a Drk-Drsya Viveka to apply. Seer, seen, Viveka you have to apply. Shloka 24. Okay? Right? You have to separate out seen from the seer. Seen is Mithya. We have already come now 3 seers. Antar Shabdan with Savikalpa. Now Shabda, okay, now I have seen. Body I am being seen. Now you come to I am the Sakshi. Hold on to I am Sakshi. Oh, Sakshi is Asanga. Like Vedantic teaching you remember now. You need some support. Now mind cannot become silent suddenly. No. Mind requires a step by step. First, lot of thoughts are there. Oh, thoughts are objects. Thoughts are not me. So I am Sakshi. So Sakshi is Asanga. Sakshi is Brahman. Like that you have to go to Brahman. Reduce the number of thoughts to finally one thought. I am Brahman. I am Brahmasmi. Right? So hundreds of thoughts you say, oh, these thoughts are Mithya. Sakshi Satya. I am Sakshi. Sakshi thought is there. So I am Sakshi. Asangaham. I am Asanga. I am Nirakara. I am Sachidananda Swarupa. Vedanti thought is there. Then finally I am Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. One thought. Now mind won't resist because many to one you have come. Step by step. Okay. So, Antar Shabdani Savikalpa means using scriptural pointers. I am Sachidananda Swarupa, Asanga, I am shining Atma Jyoti, I am Advaita. We should go into deeper into the truth of seer. Now, who is the seer? Real seer is Brahman, where there is no seen, the Advaita. This is known as Savikalpa Samadhi using Shabda. The Savikalpa Samadhi with Shabda is 2 types. One is the objects, thoughts, feelings, emotions. Other is with the scripture statements. Is this clear? These 3 shloka? So now, and Nirvikalpa, there's no object. I'll come to Nirvikalpa. There's no, we are not going to Nirvikalpa. No. Drk-Drsya Viveka is up to Savikalpa. As ego is there, Drk-Drsya Viveka is required. Once ego is dropped, there's no Drk-Drsya Viveka. In sleep, what Vivek and Vairagya? Right? Right. The shame is I'm seeing now. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. Now, this Antar Samadhi is always eyes closed. Eyes closed. The moment you close your eyes, mental images, mental feelings, mental thoughts, they are the objects. No, the moment you close your eyes, all Antar Samadhi will come into picture. with your open eyes, Bahya will come next. Right? So what is mental object? Thoughts, feelings, sensations, breath, all this is mental objects. Okay. So please understand, Vedanta does not speak of thoughtless samadhi. Thoughtless state is not spoken of in Vedanta. This thoughtless state is a misconception in Vedanta. Vedanta says either your thoughts are subtle or thoughts are gross. In deep sleep also you have subtle thoughts. That's what Vedanta says. Vedanta teaching is. Okay? Nirvikalpa means not a thoughtless state. Nirvikalpa in Vedanta means there is subject-object duality is not there. So I am sitting here, you are there. Subject-object duality is there. In deep sleep, there's no subject-object duality, but thoughts are there in certain form. That's what is Nirvikalpa, right? The Vedantic Nirvikalpa and Yogic Nirvikalpa, there's a confusion. Yogic Nirvikalpa is thoughtless state. Vedanta says thoughtless state is impossible because Atma is Jnana Swarupa. Some form of thought will be there. Thoughts will be subtle form in deep sleep or Nirvikalpa Samadhi, right? In the gross form, in the waking state, in dream state, thoughts will become gross. So the gross thoughts will become perception, subtle thoughts will become thinking and feeling, and deeper subtle thoughts will become causal thoughts in Samadhi. So here the example, to understand the process of Drsya, we'll have to understand Nataka Deepika. Nataka Deepika is a drama, in Panchadashi, Sri Vidyananda tells one story, or the example. There's a lamp on the stage, okay? In earlier days, they don't have tube light, flashlight, sunlight, tube light and flashlight for a drama theater. So they used to keep a big lamp. So actors will come, they play the role and go. Rama will come, Ravana will come, Sita will come, they play the role. When they come, the lamp will show light on them. They'll shine. Then they go. Then what lamp is showing? Empty stage. So similarly, your Atma Jyoti, the light of itself, will keep on shining the light. Thoughts will come and go. Images will come and go. Body will come and go. Emotions will come and go. When they come, light is shining on that. When they go, nothing is there. In deep sleep, nothing is there. So like that, the Atma Jyoti is shining all the time. Light itself is shining all the time. Objects keep changing. The changing objects are mithya, right? So like that, you have to separate out changing from the unchanging. Atma Jyoti from the objects in Antar Samadhi. Are you clear? Antar Samadhi, first stage, I'll give you an example of Antar Samadhi in a different way. Okay. So let us say my hand is there. I am able to see my hand. Okay. I am able to see my hand because of reflection of light on my hand. In fact, reality is light cannot be seen without a reflecting surface. If there's no reflecting surface obstruction, light cannot be seen. Our eyes cannot see light. Even if the light is there, light cannot see unless there's a obstruction. So my hand is not there, I cannot see the light. When I'm seeing the light because there's a reflection of the walls. Otherwise, the light cannot be seen by the eyes. Is it clear? So now light is falling my hand, right? My fingers are moving. Fingers are moving. But is light moving? The reflected light seems to be moving, but original light is not moving. Are you understanding what I'm saying? The original light is coming from the tube light. Reflected light seems to be moving, but not original light is not moving. Like Chidavasa seems to be moving, but not Chaitanya, Atma Chaitanya. Atma Jyoti doesn't move. Right? Is the logic clear? So now my fingers have a break here. See. Okay, fingers have a break. So is the light is breaking? Is there a break in the light? Only reflected light seems to be breaking. Right? Original light, no break. Original light is nothing can break original light now. Similarly, nothing can break Atma Jyoti. Any objects keep changing. Reflected light can keep changing, but Atma Jyoti doesn't change. The light itself doesn't change. Is the logic analysis clear? So now let us go on this. Okay, let us look. I'll say, look at your hand. So now when you are seeing, hand is seen. It's seen in the reflected light. So reflected light means there's original light. Let us take the attention to original light. The moment you take attention to original light, your hand will disappear from your attention will go to right light. So your attention is shifted from reflected light to original light. Right? This samadhi is called hand light samadhi. For you to remember hand light samadhi. Right? To give an example. So now let us do it to Atma Jyoti Samadhi, Samadhi with Atma. So Atma Jyoti, I close my eyes, then thoughts come, feelings come, emotions come. So they are changing. What is changing is mithya, but they are shining. Reflected light is there. That's why I am able to see. So now from reflected light, I go to original light. Who am I? Right? The original light doesn't change. Original light is only changing, but I cannot see the original light. I am the original light. I am the Atma Jyoti. Okay. So in case of a tube light, I can see the tube light because it's object. But Atma Jyoti I cannot see. You have to understand, I am the Atma Jyoti. This is the reflected light. So in that sense, anything which is changing, you say, I am not. Anything mithya, I am not. I am Satya. Like that, you hold on to Satya. I am Satya. That is, I am the truth. You hold on to that. Now, this is a thought only. This is nothing else. You cannot see Atma Jyoti. You cannot see the Atma. But I am the Atma thought. I am the Brahman thought is required. So how you proceed in Nididhyasa? Look at the thoughts. This is called Drshya Viveka. Close your eyes. Then what happens? Thoughts are coming, feelings are coming. They're all Drshya, seen. You have to understand, I am the Drak, seer. So seen is coming and changing and changing and changing because there's a reflected light, Chidavasa. Right? So reflected light indicates the original light is there. Who is the original light? I am the original light. Reflection there is a change, but Atma doesn't change. I am the unchanging Atma. I am the truth. So first you hold on to thought that I am Sakshi. You hold on to thought that I am Sakshi. Sakshi doesn't change. Everything else is changing. Right? Chidavasa is seen as an object now. Reflected light seen as a hand now. Right? Because hand and reflected light you cannot change, no, separate. No, it's same. Like Chidavasa and thought, they are reflected. Mind and Chidavasa. Is it clear? So now, the moment thoughts are seen because there's a light there. What is the light? Atma Jyoti, light of self. Correct? So now, your attention has to shift from the reflected light to original light. But before that, so many thoughts are coming. Thoughts are coming. So you say, all are mithya. Thoughts are mithya. I am Satya, Sakshi. I am Sakshi, unchanging. I am able to witness this. This Sakshi Bhava only. It's a Bhava, feeling. Right? Because you are practicing. Then who is Sakshi? Now from Drishyanvid, you are going to Shabdanvid. Sakshi is Brahman. Sakshi is Sachidananda Swarupa. Sakshi is Asanga, unattached. Sakshi is Advaita. You remember that. Then you hold on to that. I am Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. If you fall back, you come back again. Chidabhasa is there, reflected light is there. Mithya you rebel. Again you go back to Satya. So Mithya you keep on rejecting, go back to Satya. Mithya you keep on rejecting, go back to Satya. You'll fall. Like learning is cycling. Get into cycling, you'll fall. Get into cycling, you'll fall. But again you have to learn cycling now. Right? Have you learned cycling? Because one day you suddenly got into cycling and started driving. Fell down sometime. Injured sometime. Nididhyasa also is like that. You will fall and come back. Fall and come back. But the process is clear. You'll know how to learn cycling. So first you had support. What are the objects? Body, sensations, feelings. Then see the reflection there. Then see, oh, Jyoti is there. Atma Jyoti. I kept on saying Atma Jyoti, Namaskar Atma Jyoti, Namaskar Atma Jyoti, Atma light of self, light of self, light of self. I'm pointing to your nature. Again, you will come back and say, I'm disturbed with thoughts, I'm disturbed with body. You are going back to Vidya. So go back to Satya. Hold on to thought that I am Atma Jyoti, I am the light of self. Asangoham, I am unattached. Ananda Swarupoham. Now here it comes. This Ananda Swarupa, I have to hold on. Okay. I want happiness, I want peace, I want something. When you say I want, that you don't have. That's a reflection. Happiness is a reflection of the Atma in the mind. Okay. Peace is a reflection of happiness in the Atma in the mind. So I am Ananda Swarupa. My nature is getting reflected there. Okay. So if you don't understand that, many people spend many years in holding on to the peace and happiness. That's called one addiction to another addiction. You have got a Samadhi addiction. Earlier you had a coffee addiction, tea addiction, or alcohol addiction. Now you're going to Samadhi addiction. Oh, I'll sit in Samadhi, I'll get a peace. I'll sit in Samadhi, I'll get happiness. The objective of Samadhi is not to get peace and happiness. Objective of Samadhi is to, I am the Swarupa. My nature is happiness. My nature is Ananda. My nature is peace. Ananda means infinity. So you are understanding your nature. This understanding has to happen. Aham Brahmasmi. Sachidananda Swarupami. Aham Brahmasmi. Asangoham, Ananda Swarupoham. No, I want happiness. I want happiness. Then you will miss happiness because I want is not possible. Atma is already happiness. So your all I want is in the mithya. Whatever amount of happiness you get, whatever amount of peace you get, it will break into pieces. Mithya, you cannot hold anything. Satya, nothing will change. I am Ananda Swarupa. So basically your problem is you're mixing up Satya and Mithya. That's the problem. Once you separate out, Shanta Swarupa. My nature is peace. That's called Parashanti. That's called transcendental peace. What we are speaking was mental peace. I want mental peace. I want mental peace. The mind cannot have peace, my dear. How can mind have peace? Mind itself is pieces. I want happiness. I want happiness. Mind cannot have happiness. Mind can get momentary happiness because of this reflection of the light from Atma. Atma Jyoti. If you understand I am Atma Jyoti, Ananda Swarupa, Sachidananda Swarupa, Shivoham, that's called transcendental peace. The transcendental peace doesn't change. The mental peace, whatever the mental peace is catching hold of mental peace is like catching hold of the shadow. All your life you're spending trying to catch hold of the mind. That's the illusion. So Mithya to Satya. Samadhi is going to Satya. I am Ananda Swarupa. I am Sachidananda Swarupa. I am Asanga. The more and more clarity emerges through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, your restlessness will fall. Otherwise, it cannot be. Mind has no solution. Atma has no problem. You have to decide where you are. No, I want Samadhi. I want peace. I want is the problem. Because you are asking for water in the mirage. You cannot get water in the mirage. I want peace. I want peace. Your search is illusion. Asangoham. I am unattached. See, please understand, my nature is peace, but it is not experiential peace. If I experience peace, that experience will go. Asangoham. I am unattached. The moment you say I am experiencing peace, gone. The I am has come, ego has come. Whatever ego catches hold of, it will just slip away. So all efforts to get peace by the ego will fall away. No, that person is peaceful. Hey, my dear, how much you have observed? How much you can observe from outside? What's going on inside there? What's going inside? You don't understand. So don't judge anybody. Look at yourself. Understand your mind can never be peaceful. Mind is pieces. Understand body and mind are Vidya and hold on to Satya. That is liberation. And Satya, I am experiencing peace, false. Because the moment you experience it, the peace becomes ego. Experience it, subject-object duality comes. My nature is peace. I am Satya Swarupa. I am Ananda Swarupa. If you are able to separate Mithya and Satya, you will attain transcendental peace. That's called Mukti. It's not ordinary peace. Whatever peace you are calling, that person is peaceful. Oh, Shanta. That person is peaceful until somebody comes and says, what are you? Behaving like a monkey? Then he will become a... So what happens? We don't see. Try to see persons from outside. Inside, we don't understand. Inside, only we can know ourselves. Please understand, you will never get peace in your life. You will never get happiness in your life. Because happiness and peace, what you get, will be lost in no time. Mithya. Hold on to Satya, you will be liberated. That's the meaning of this sloka. So there are two types of samadhi, savikalpa and nirvikalpa. Savikalpa, I told you to hold on to thoughts, drashyanvid and shabdanvid, Vedic Vedanta, right? So now I'll give you an example, right? The example which I'm giving is standing in front of a mirror, okay? So now what we are trying to do, we are standing in front of a mirror, looking at my face, reflection there. Chidabhasa is my reflection, body and mind is my reflection. So, hey, there's dirt there. I'm trying to clean the dirt. The problem is here. So all our life, we are trying to clean the mirror. I want peace. I want happiness. I want relationship. We are trying to clean the mirror, reflection. So reflection should help us to understand the original. So Chidabhasa, body mind is alive because of Atma Jyoti. Atma Jyoti cannot be seen. Atma Jyoti is infinite. Atma Jyoti is Asanga. Atma Jyoti is Ananta. I am Sachidananda Swarupa. Accept yourself. Accepting yourself is called Nididhyasa. Are you able to accept your higher self? Then you are free. If you are not able to accept your higher self, No matter what you do in life, you will not have peace. No matter what you do in your life, your unhappiness will go. You'll suffer in your life. One life, no, million of lifetime, you'll suffer. Because you're going on the wrong direction. Go in the right direction, you'll be free. Right direction is understand who you are. Atma Jyoti, Atma. I have told, probably in this last 25 years, I have told Atma Jyoti a million times. How many of you got understood Atma Jyoti? I don't know. At least I am convinced I am Atma Jyoti. You are the light of self. Hold on to the truth. I am Atma Jyoti. I don't need happiness. I don't need peace. I am happiness and I am peace. If you are able to do that, you are free. I want happiness. You'll never be able to get it. Even if you get it, it will be temporary. I want peace. You'll not get it. The moment you get peace, the peace will be pieces. Because they are in mithya. Is that clear? Have you understood what I'm saying? Yes or no? Clear or no? Right? Don't search for peace in mithya. Don't search for happiness in mithya. Understand, I am Satya. Satya is peace. I am the source of peace and happiness to these. They are temporary, mithya. The water is source for wave. Go to the water, don't get to the wave. So right now, all our search is in the wave. It won't work. So I said, conscious mind, as long as you have conscious mind, ego is there, Savikalpa Samadhi is possible. And then that conscious thought becomes deeper. It becomes Nirvikalpa. Now, subject object duality is not there. Effort is there in Savikalpa. No effort is there in Nirvikalpa. Then it becomes subtle thought. What is subtle thought? Are you a woman? Yes, you don't have to think. If you have to think, there is ego is coming in picture. Without thinking, you are a woman. When you're driving, do you have to think? No. Spontaneously, car is driving. So your body mind vehicle, you have to give to Brahman, means that. Brahman thought has to be driving that. Is understanding clear? So this thought is called Atmakar Vritti or Brahmakar Vritti or Akhandakar Vritti. Atmakar Vritti or Brahmakar Vritti, Akhandakar Vritti is a conscious thought. I am Brahman. So many thoughts are there. I reject mithya, mithya, mithya. I am Sakshi thought I am holding. Sakshi is Brahman thought I am holding. Aham Brahmasmi thought I am holding. That's called Brahmakar Vritti. Initially it's a gross thought, conscious thought. Gradually it becomes subconscious thought, is Sukshma Vritti. When the Sukshma Vritti becomes stabilized, you are done. That's why Ramana Maharshi says, inquire who am I? Whatever you're doing, inquire who am I and go to real I. Your all illusions of searching happiness and peace in the world is an illusion. This addiction is in Maya. Get out of Maya. Understand Satya. Hold on to Satya. That is called Samadhi. Is it clear? In deep sleep and Samadhi, there is the Vedanta doesn't accept thoughtless state. There's no thoughtless state impossible because thought means Jnana, Chidabhasa. It can be idea, it can be subtle thought, it can be causal thought. Some thought will be there. Chidabhasa will be there. Thoughtless state is impossible. Okay. But when the Aham Brahmasmi thought, gross thought becomes subtle thought, goes deeper, like learning driving, like cooking, you're done. Is it clear? Shravana is the way. Nididhyasa is support. Karma Yoga is the support. Shravana is the clarity. Now I will listen to Vedanta for many years. Why it is not hit? Why it's not going to subconscious mind? Because there's still resistance. I'm the body, I'm the mind, I'm the intellect. Vasanas. Okay. Sukshma Vritti. In the Sukshma Vritti, subtle Vritti, Nirvikalpa means here thoughtless. Nirvikalpa in yoga we say thoughtless state. Nirvikalpa in Vedanta means subject object duality is not there. In deep sleep, there's no subject object duality. When your mind is, when you say I am man or woman, there's no subject of duality. I am the man, stay. I am the man or I am the woman, there's no subject of duality. I am is that. So I am Brahman, there's no subject of duality. As long as I want to find Brahman, there's subject of duality. Is the distinction clear? I want to know that Tat Tvamasi, there is a duality. Tat Tvamasi. Aham Brahmasmi, there's no duality. I am Brahman. So everything I have to convert to Aham Brahmasmi. Sarvam Khalu the Brahma, I have to convert to I am all this. I am the mountain, I am the river, I am the sun, I am the moon. You have to convert into I am. Then it becomes aparoksha. If your mind is able to accept aparoksha, you're done. Your subconscious mind, conscious mind is able to accept it. Conscious mind will accept it when Guru is teaching. Subconscious nididhyasa will also happen, it go deeper. It's not happening, do nididhyasa, clear it and come back again to Shravana. So that will help. It's a positive feedback. Is it clear? Fine. Okay. Okay, we'll stop at this point. I have not completed I'll just complete the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, then we'll take the next class. I wanted to complete by Nididhyasa also, it's not possible. So Nirvikalpa Samadhi 26 is a state in which mind becomes steady. The mind is very silent and serene. It is not a trance state. You can classify it as a waking sleep. It is not a separate state. Waking state, mind has become silent. No, Nirvikalpa Samadhi I entered is separate state. No. Any separate state is temporary. Or it can be like deep sleep state with jnana. So then what will happen? In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you are not bothered about thoughts, feelings, emotions, objects are not. Even Vedantic words are also not there. Aham Brahmasmi is also not there. So then there's a bliss of realization of the self. 26. Now bliss is not a temporary thing. Okay. Oh, I'm blissful, I'm samadhi. Then you are missing the bliss. I am bliss. Mind has experienced some temporary happiness because of me. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for permanent happiness or some temporary little bit? That you can get one cup of coffee, one banana, or one fruit salad. You can get some temporary happiness. That temporary happiness came from Atma. That you have to realize. You have to become, I am Atma Surupa, I am Ananda Surupa, rather than I want Ananda. So bliss here is not bliss of experienced bliss, bliss which cannot be experienced because I am the source of bliss. The moment you experience bliss, bliss becomes temporary. Is it clear? So with that, we'll stop today. Let us do Nididhyasa for a few minutes. Antar Nididhyasa. Antar Nididhyasa. Let us start. Close your eyes. Gently become aware. When you close your eyes, the objective world, physical world disappears. What remains is subjective world. What is there in subjective world? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations. This is the world. Nothing else is there. Become aware of breath. Breath is object. So right now we are starting with Rupan with Savikalpa, Rupan with Antar Savikalpa, or we can call it as Drashyan with Savikalpa. These are all objects seen, Drashya. Let us take the breath. Breath is moving in and out. Breath is changing. I am the observer, Sakshi, observing the changeless breath. The breath is Mithya, changing. Breath is a name and form. But I am able to observe breath because of Chidabhasa, reflected light on breath. I am seeing the breath because of my own light, Sakshi. I am the Sakshi. Sakshi does not change. Become aware of thoughts. Thoughts come and go. Let millions of thoughts come. I'm not bothered at all. Millions of thoughts are just nothing but Mithya, shadows. Because I am Satya. I am the Sakshi, unchanging witness of the thoughts. Let millions and trillions of thoughts come. I'm not bothered at all. Let millions of emotions come. I'm not bothered at all because I'm Satya. They are coming there. They are getting reflected light from me. They are Sakshi. They're shining in Sakshi and disappearing. They're temporary. Sakshi is the eternal. I am the Sakshi. Become aware of the sensation of the body. There is sensation, pain. There is thirst, hunger. They appear and disappear in my light, the light of Sakshi, Atma Jyoti. I'm not at all bothered about thoughts. I'm not at all bothered about emotions. I'm not at all bothered about feelings because they're mithya. They'll not stay. They're temporary, asatya. Why should I be bothered about the shadows? I am the Satya. I am the Atma Jyoti, the light of the self, Sakshi, unchanging, shining, shining all the time. Drashyan with Savikalpa. Now we are going to Shabdan with Savikalpa. Who am I? I am Sakshi. The moment who am I ask, my attention goes from objects, thoughts to Sakshi. I am Sakshi. I am the witness. Never try to stop the thoughts. Never bother about thoughts. Never bother with feelings. Why are you trying to catch the shadow? You'll never be able to catch the shadow. We'll never be able to stop the shadow. Learn to ignore. From Mithya to Satya you go. I am the Sakshi, the light. My nature is Sachidananda Swarupa. I am the truth, consciousness and bliss. Asangoham, Asangoham. I am unattached. Because thoughts come, go. Feelings come and go. Emotions come and go. Mithya appears and disappears. I am the Satya. I am the non-dual Advaita Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the pure awareness. In the pure awareness, there is no duality. Thoughts and feelings and emotions and the body is a shadow. I am the reality. There's only one reality, Atma. I am that Ananda Swarupi. I don't want happiness. I don't want peace because they come and go. They are mithya. I am the source of happiness and peace. I am the transcendental peace, Parashanti. Parashanti, Paraprema is non-experiential. It's not an object. Objects appear and disappear, but the peace, Parashanti, is my nature. I am Advaita Brahma, pure awareness, Sachidananda Swarupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. Sit silently, silent state is Nirvikalpa. When the thought has gone deep, you don't have to think. Shabdan with Savikalpa, Antar Savikalpa. Just sit silently. Don't be bothered about silly thoughts, feelings, emotions. They are mithya. If you chase shadows, you'll get lost. I am Satya. I am pure awareness. I am Brahman, Advaita, Asangoham, Asangoham. I am unattached. Sachidananda Swarupoham, Shivoham. Anything changes is mithya. I am the changeless light, Atma Jyoti, light of the self. Asatoma, Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma, Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamuduchyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, ಶಿವನಾಮನಾನಿ ಶಿವೋಹಂ 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 ಆತ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಸತ್ಯದರ್ಶನಂ ಅಂತರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬಹಿರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರೇವ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು ಹರಿ ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ ಹರಿ ಓಂ